Welcome to your custom deep dive. Today our mission is exploring the hidden, highly engineered world of boardroom infrastructure. And we're doing it through a single, rather fascinating source document.
Right, a product listing for the Intelix TDPB-2V1AD-B dual table box. It's quite a mouthful.
It really is. Okay, let's unpack this. Because, I mean, if you've ever walked into a high-end conference room and dropped your laptop on a polished mahogany table, you've interacted with this exact kind of hardware.
Yeah, exactly. It's the physical gateway to the room. Like when you press that flush aluminum or black panel, you hear that pneumatic hiss as the lid pops up.
Oh yeah, that satisfying little hiss.
Right. And when that happens, you're accessing a very deliberate set of connection points that are, designed to integrate your device with the building's infrastructure.
Right, and looking at the specs for this Intelix box, it packs dual HDMI, VGA, audio, LAN, and power into just 2 open slots, sort of like a high-tech Swiss Army knife.
That is a great way to put it.
But I actually have to push back here. I see VGA listed, and honestly, who is allocating bandwidth for analog VGA in this decade?
It does seem strange at first glance.
Right. Isn't it just a massive waste of manufacturing real estate to include ports for a 30-year-old analog standard, especially when you only have those 2 slots available?
Well, what's fascinating here is how this box functions less like a simple outlet and more like a universal translator at the UN.
Oh, a translator. Okay, how so?
So it ensures a visitor's legacy hardware and the building's brand new smart displays speak the exact same language before the signal even hits the wall. I mean, companies simply don't rip out multi-million-dollar infrastructure overnight.
That makes sense. They need backwards compatibility.
Exactly. This hardware physically bridges the gap between modern digital standards and legacy analog systems. It basically ensures the room's entire audiovisual network doesn't break down just because a guest brings older equipment.
An intentional bottleneck for compatibility. Got it. But here's where it gets really interesting. The source listing explicitly flags this Intelix box as discontinued.
Yeah, that stood out to me too.
Right, yet it's being actively sold for a discounted $68.40. And not only that, they're throwing in free shipping and a full 2-year Intelix warranty.
Which is wild for a discontinued product.
Exactly. How exactly does a seller manage to offer a multi-year warranty on a device the manufacturer has abandoned?
Well, it comes down to institutional scale and bulk logistics. The seller, a company called HDTV Supply, isn't just, moving single units out of a garage.
Right, they're much bigger than that.
Oh, absolutely. They purchase massive institutional overstock and maintain their own inventory of replacement parts.
Right.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, this one pop-up box represents a tiny fraction of a 25-year-old global catalog.
Yeah, and looking at the sheer volume of that catalog, it's actually staggering. I mean, they have thousands of products at over 10,000 positive reviews.
Because they are supplying the absolute backbone of commercial AV. Like you'll see thousands of their Wolfpack matrix systems listed alongside these table boxes.
A matrix system. Can you break that down real quick?
Sure, a matrix system is essentially a central routing brain. It takes multiple video inputs from anywhere in a facility and instantly directs them to specific screens.
Like what you'd see in a sports bar.
Exactly, a complex sports bar layout or even a gigantic corporate video wall. They are sustaining the physical, zero-latency networks that institutions rely on to function on a daily basis.
So what does this all mean for you? Well, the next time you're prepping for a presentation, you won't just see a sleek, minimalist table.
No, you definitely won't look at it the same way.
You'll recognize the massive, highly engineered physical routing networks waiting right beneath your fingertips, actively translating your data the second you plug in.
And it leaves us with something deeper to consider. We operate under the assumption that everything is inevitably moving to the cloud and, wireless streaming.
Right, everything is wireless now.
But considering these massive catalogs of physical AV hardware like 160-screen matrix switchers and multi-format pop-up boxes that still support VGA are actively sold and supported, how long will heavy physical cabling remain the undisputed backbone of our corporate communication?
That is a really good question.
Perhaps in an era increasingly plagued by wireless vulnerabilities and intercepted signals, a hardwired physical connection isn't just a legacy hangover. It might accidentally be our most robust cybersecurity defense.